Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be working on the 300 yet again. So, in today's video, we're going to be getting this car ready to paint. And I say that because I'm not ending this video until this car is ready for paint. So, what we have to do is we need to sand the lower halves of these two doors, sand the rear bumper, sand the same thing over here. So need to sand the front bumper. I want to resand the fenders. I need to get the hood real nice. Like I said, need to do the bottom half of this door. Need to do this whole door because it is sanded in 600, except for up here. Because we had that chrome trim and the door handle and the mirror. So in the last video we got all that stuff out. So I can go ahead sand this in 400. We need to glaze a few little chips. Have one there. We have one down there. We have a couple throughout the car. So we'll get those taken care of. But like I said, we're gonna get this thing ready to paint in this video. So I guess I'm gonna grab some 400 grit and start on the hood or this fender, one of the two. Doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna get this thing, go ahead and get this sanded. I need to retape this trim because we're gonna have to resand these hoops, but that shouldn't be a big deal. Also, I'm going to sand the pillars and those little triangle pieces because those are going color match as well. So, anyway, that's what we got going with this. And I thought I would show y'all. We powder coated a mailbox yesterday, just really to see if we could. And this thing looks killer. This is candy blue metallic over black, and I like it. I think it looks pretty cool. But I think this is actually going to my grandpa's girlfriend's, so I need to get it somewhere where it's not going to get all dusty. But anyway, like I said, we're gonna have to tape off some stuff on this, the headlights, the chrome, the little side markers, the grill, the chrome trim around there, and the chrome trim on the rear bumper. But that shouldn't be too big a deal. Like I said, we'll get this thing final sanded and ready for paint. Alrighty guys, so we got all this stuff taped off, and while I was working on getting this stuff taped and trimmed and all that stuff, my grandpa went ahead and scuffed the whole front bumper. I know it's hard to tell, but you can kind of see it there. So we had some imperfections that he got sanded out. There's still a little nick right there, but we can take care of that. It's not a big deal. We also had some more imperfections that we got sanded out. So now I guess peel all this back off. That way it doesn't glue itself to the car. But anyway, like I was saying, we'll get all this peeled off. That way it doesn't glue itself to the car. Because we're not going to paint the car today, obviously. So I'm going to get all that peeled back off. He also did get around and where the little grills go and in the fog lights and this little opening here and all that stuff. So he got all that taken care of, like I said, while I was doing that other stuff. But what we're going to do, I'm going to untape all of this, set the car back down, pull it forward a little bit, and then we'll go ahead get the rear bumper taped and sand it as well. And then we can start on the, or I might do that beforehand. I don't know. I'll have to see. We'll see what I'm feeling like. But we'll get the fender sanded, the doors, the bottoms of the doors. We'll need to do that while the thing is jacked up. That way I'm not sitting on the floor. But Anyway, I'm going to continue here. I'm going to get all this stuff taped, and I think I might just go ahead and sand that stuff while the car's in the air. Okay, so we got all that untaped up there. Other than the headlights, I left the headlights taped because, like I said, we're going to be resanding the hood. We're going to be resanding these fenders. So went ahead, left the headlights taped. The chrome trim, the little lights, and the grill shouldn't affect anything being untaped. I don't think there's any point where we could contact those sanding this stuff. So one thing we're actually about to go do right now, I need to go grab some of that glaze that I was talking about, because we do have just a bunch of little chips in this car that we need to get taken care of. So that one is not near as bad as it looks. It's not very deep, but there's a handful of little chips on this thing. So we'll go grab that before we sand the car. We'll get it wiped down, throw that stuff on here, let it be drying, and then we'll run over it when we sand this with our 400 and get it all taken care of. So like I said, we're gonna run up here to our buddy's house that has that stuff and grab it real quick, come back, get these little chips taken care of, and get this thing final sanded. So we don't have, like I said, we don't have a ton to sand. I need to sand this whole door, the fenders, the hood, the bottom half of these doors. I need to sand the fuel door. Need to sand in these little cups and in these little recesses, and the rear bumper, and that should be it. I got to do these hoops, like I had mentioned, but anyway, I'm gonna run up here. We're gonna grab this stuff real quick and come back and get this all taken care of. Alrighty guys, so we got the lower halves of the door sanded. I wasn't quite happy with that. The different layers from when somebody else fixed this door, when you sand them, it just keeps flaking away. So I sanded out most of it, as much as I could of it, and I have a feeling it will just keep going further and further and further up the door. But anyway, I got it sanded to where it's not flaking, so I wanted to stop. I threw a little bit of glaze on it, that way if there's any little, minor imperfections, it should be covered. So there's a little more, like right around in here, we'll take care of here in a moment. But I'm gonna let these dry. We'll sand them and make sure that they're good to go. Over here, I got all this. Like I said, I got all this sanded. We need to do the rear bumper. I got all this done. Fenders are sanded. We scuffed the bumper. I think y'all seen that. Over here, had a little ding right there. Got it touched up. And then all these in the door, we got those touched up. Sanded down, it's nice and smooth. So need to wait for this to dry. We'll sand those as well. I got another one right there above the fuel door. But other than that, this is all sanded except for around these edges and where they contour, and then right up in here. And that's all we got. And then we need to sand these uppers, and we should be good to go. We do still need to sand the hood, which is popped up a little bit right now for some reason, but we need to sand the hood, we need to sand the rear bumper, and sand these spots, and then we should be good. Like I said, we should be good to go on that. Another thing, pop the hood, I'll show y'all. We went ahead and also sanded the front bumper on the flange here. So I don't know if I mentioned too, we got this hood. Oh, that's why it wasn't shutting. But went ahead and sanded that flange as well. We should get this from under there. But anyway, we should be, like I said, we should be good. Now the hood fits better. But we got all this as I just seen, the hood shuts so much better. You don't gotta slam it. So I'm pretty happy about that. But anyway, still gotta do that door on the lower half of this door, or the where it comes down right there. So not too much left, but I'm gonna go ahead and take a lunch break. Come back. This stuff should be dry, and we'll go ahead, sand it out, and hopefully it looks nice and smooth. Alright guys, so we got all that sanded up there. Need to hand sand a few little places on the hood, but we got above there, he's working on the pillars right now, and we found some kind of deep scratches back here. Went ahead, threw some this glaze over them. We'll get those sanded out after that dries, but the bumper is all sanded, even up in here and whatnot. Probably could do a little more on that, but we'll see. Still need to sand the edges around the deck lid, and well, this thing it'll be done. So it'll be ready for paint. Probably here in about the next 30 minutes or so. Alrighty guys, so the car is completely sanded. The hood, got it. I have one more little spot there to get, but you got all this sanded, up in here sanded, so we're ready. I mean, this thing's ready to go, ready for paint. Now we're kind of talking about it. We do have that spot still to sand. It needs to dry, but we're talking about it. I think what we're going to do is, from all the sanding and whatnot, we're probably going to let this thing sit in here over the weekend. This is Friday, so we're going to let it sit, and then Monday we'll come back in here, sweep the floor, blow the dust off of everything as it's everywhere, and we will pull the car out to do that, obviously. Let it sit in here, or let it sit out of here, rather, and let all the dust fall, sweep the floor again, pull the car back in, and then probably the night before we paint, we'll come in, tape it off, let it sit, let all the dust settle, wipe the car off, and send it. So I think that is the plan. That way, hopefully, we don't get a ton of trash in the paint, but I know we're going to have some. But anyway, guys, I reckon, well, that's probably going to be a wrap for today. But anyway, guys, like I said, I think that is going to be a wrap for today's video. I got to get in here, get all cleaned up, and actually got to cut a decal for that mailbox, because he's going to her house tonight, so I need to get cleaned up, get that done. But anyway, guys, like I said, I think that is going to be a wrap for today's video. So that being said, if you guys enjoyed today's video or found it helpful, or you are ready to see the 300 done, please drop a like and comment down below. Smash that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope everybody has a great day.